Hello everyone, Scrapbooking Saundra here, and I am back. Happy New Year. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas and holiday season. There's so much going on my end. I will talk about that later, but for now, I am just happy to be scrapbooking again. I'm starting off with two photos, and since it's so cold out, I thought I'd do something warm. And I love this cardstock, but I thought I'm going to turn it on its side and see what I can do with it. Looking at the position of my daughter there sitting on our front porch, I thought it would be neat if she could look up at the rocket. This cardstock from this line is just fun to play with. Anyway, I'm trimming a little bit off the side because I'm keeping the border. I want to make this fun and playful. This is one of my layouts that I did at the end of 2017, right when my computer crashed. That's another story. That was absolutely no fun. Anyway, I like this line of paper because you can play with it. You can cut it up in all sorts of pieces and kind of rearrange it and do whatever you want with it. And I like cardstock like that. I like things that I can play with. So anyway, so what have I been up to besides cutting up and fussy cutting around cardstock? Well, at the end of last year, my computer crashed right when I started doing this 100 days of layouts. Wonk wonk. No fun, no fun at all. I was so upset. Then once I got my computer working, it wouldn't talk with my external hard drive. That's another story. So now they're talking together. They're both up and running. And it also got me thinking of what I want to do in 2018 and scrapbooking and all that other stuff. So my number one goal in 2018 is to be consistent with my posting of layouts. I want to be able to say my layout will be posted on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, whatever the days are, and I can do that and not have my life go on a back burner and come home one day and like see my house look like a tornado hit it, which happened last year. And there's one video, it's not this one, a layout that I did, and it looks like I'm just throwing my papers on the side, like my anything that I cut or any paper that I'm not using, cardstock that I'm not using, looks like I'm just throwing it to the side, and I am. There was like a tray I had on the side, and everything just kind of went into it. And I'm the type of person who, when I do a layout, I like to clean up after each layout before I start my next one and be organized. I like my desk to be free of a bunch of stuff because the more embellishments and toys I have on my desk to play with that I could grab for a layout or something that I could play with or tool or whatever, I'm going to want to use it. I'm going to think, oh, let me see if I could try this or that or whatever. So anyway, consistency is key for 2018 for me. Another thing I'd like to do is do some things that I don't normally do, like share with you what I got for Christmas from Santa Claus for scrapbooking. And I was really surprised because Santa was extra good to me, and I got things that I really want to use for a baby album. And so I'm happy about that because I've been talking about doing my daughter who graduated from college, her first year baby album. Anyone out there have this issue? Anyway, so I have a stack of pictures, like 1,000 pictures or so from her first year, that poor child. And 1,000 won't go into that first year baby album, but quite a few will make it into it. And the others I'll probably just put in, or some of them. All 1,000 won't be scrapbook. I mean, that's not going to happen. But anyway, it's kind of hard not to scrapbook your baby photos. It's like, oh, I like this one, and this happened when, and do you remember? And it's like crazy. Anyway, so that's another project for me. But I've been sorting her photos. Actually, they were pretty much in order, but I found others. I put them in, and just having a lot of fun getting organized and thinking of the projects that I want to do and how I'm going to keep track of things and get them in the albums, all the crazy scrapbooking stuff that us insane scrapbookers do. Anyway, I still want to do my Layering Gone Wild. I really like that particular series. The 10-minute Monday will probably be a 10-minute layout on some other day. What I learned is I'm not a Monday person. I'm just not. Mondays is good for cleaning the house and maybe baking and cooking and things like that. But and maybe editing and filming, I could do that. So I don't know if it'll be on Mondays, but it'll be a different day, a 10-minute layout some other day. And then I'm working out everything else, and I will share that with you because I'm going to do a Let's Chat, and you will see my face. I know, I'm terrified. But I thought I'd like to try that and share with you what it is I want to do when I'm not scrapbooking. Anyway, what's going on in this layout? So Isabella's sitting on our front porch in her favorite spot, whistling. And I love this cardstock for some reason. Everything in both of the series, the Starshine and what's the other one? True Stories. They seem to go with everything she has on. The colors of clothing that she wears, it's just perfect. So I use a lot of Chamel's line for Isabella when she was much younger. It just really suits her. It suits Isabella perfectly. Anyway, I really wanted like a very dimensional look to this. So in using up all my scraps from last year, that includes my strips of fun foam. And I put that behind some of the clouds and the photos to give it more dimension. But one of the best things I like about this line is that even if you don't fussy cut things around, it just naturally looks like it has layers to it. And I'm all about layering. So this cardstock really works for that. Anyway, I'm going to jump around a bit here because I think what's going on visually, you can tell and see where that's going, but I'm kind of playing catch up on what I want to do scrapbooking wise. So number one goal, consistency. Number two, have a set of series of layouts that I work on, like Layering Gone Wild, 10-minute layout, Stash Dive, that I personally really enjoy doing and that I can consistently share with you. One addition would be to this would be baby's first year or something, Bella's first year. And I'd like to do maybe once a month some sort of double page layout. And I'm telling you everything practically that I'll probably put in my chat. Well, maybe not. But sometime over the next 2 weeks while I'm putting out the layouts that I already did from 2018 that I didn't get to share with you, like this one. I mean, from 2017 that I didn't get to share with you, and this is one of them. I will work out that schedule, and when I put the Let's Chat up in about 2 weeks, I will give you whatever it is that what I've worked out for 2018. And I really want to thank all of my subscribers for hanging in there, for liking my layouts, for sharing them, and for your comments, and just hanging in there with me through all the computer glitches and whatever, the break that I had over the holidays. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support and for your hanging in there with me, and for all the people who stop by and watch my layouts and share and like. I appreciate you. It means a great deal to have your support. And I have to say, when I first started doing this, I was so terrified. If you go back and you hear some of the layouts from the very beginning, you can probably even hear my voice trembling and shaking because I was truly terrified. And I think that people in the scrapbooking community were so kind, so generous, and I can't thank you enough. So I always say when someone says, "How can you do that?" Do the thing that scares you. And this was one of those things that really scared me. If it's something that makes you happy and it scares you, do it. And I knew that this would make me happy. I knew that I love sharing scrapbooking. It's fun, going to crops and all those sort of things, which I want to do more of this year. But I think that once I started doing this, it really helped me as a scrapbooker because it challenged me to try new things, to step out of my comfort zone, and to just have fun doing something I really enjoy doing and sharing it at the same time. So thank you, because you have no idea how your support and your feedback really helps me. And I am truly grateful for that. And back to the layout before I get too mushy with you. My husband would say, "You are so mushy," but I am. I can't help it. I'm a mushy person. I'm almost finished here, and I am liking the way this is coming out. It was one of those layouts that wasn't really too hard to do, wasn't complicated, because the cardstock that I'm working with, as I said, is fun. I call it my fun cardstock. Um, it's terrible. I don't remember the name of everything when I'm like reaching for it all the time. Like, not the name of an album, not the name of a TV show, whatever. Names and me, we don't get along, but I rename stuff. And so I'll go, where's my fun cardstock? And this is it. Anyway, but it works. So I'm really looking forward to being consistent, having a set schedule, and doing a layout about my products that I received from Santa. Thank you, Santa. And what else? There's probably something else, and there's probably a lot more, but when I do my Let's Chat, it'll be in there. Anyway, thank you so much again for stopping by. We are at the end of this, and I'll have a little close-up for you in a minute. You have an awesome day. Happy scrapbooking. And like, subscribe, and come back again. See you next time.